financial reporting. But Zeeshan, do you think that it is going to reduce down the inefficiencies in the business? And instead of just explaining us, can you give us an example as well?
Yeah,
It
sure.
will be useful for all the audience.
Sure. Efficiency is not the first term that comes to mind when we talk about blockchain.
That's the ultimate purpose of us here.
Especially particularly public blockchains because of their inherent inefficiencies in their consensus mechanism, like Bitcoin. But here we are talking about blockchain for business, right? So yes, I believe that there are areas where we can use blockchain to bring efficiencies. I'll give you an example from our business, but I'm sure you all can relate in some way or the other in your businesses as well. We are in a pipe coating manufacturing business, which is part of a very complex ecosystem in oil and gas sector. So when a pipe moves through a production process in our plant facilities, there are at least 4 sets of eyes looking at it at the same time. They being the end users, the project owner, the contractors and the subcontractors and the third party inspectors. They're all interested in the same set of data, which is usually quality and traceability information. They all have to agree on the facts before these pipes can be used in the oil fields, and more importantly, we can get paid for them, for our services. But because the 4 parties, 4 ERPs, same data, but they somehow don't seem to agree on the facts at the end. So what happens is that we need to have reconciliations and validations downstream, which is a very intricate process. Mostly it's manual, paper intensive. The whole process is paper clogged, and it's very time consuming. Countless man hours goes into verifying the same information again and again. Sometimes even when this process is not manual, it's digital. It's on the digital platform owned and operated by one of the parties, right? When that happens, this party becomes the central authority, and that controls the system. So we not only have to trust this party on the facts, we become totally dependent on them on every step of the way. So as a result, what happens is that our cash cycle in our business stretches out to a point where it starts really hurting. So here I think the blockchain can come in and cut through these layers of inefficiency. You know how? If we have a blockchain solution which is connected, to which all these 4, 5 ERPs, all the parties are connected, the blockchain gets data directly from the machines, smart machines, and feeds in this data into 4 different ERPs at the same time. So you see what's happening here is that same data goes in at same time to 4 different ERPs and 4 different owners. This is being validated in real time, instantaneously. So it eliminates the needs for downstream reconciliation and validation that take up so much time. This is in a distributed ledger, which is immutable, and it's a trustless system. So there is no centralized authority, it's decentralized. Everybody has partial control. So there is no single point of failure like we have now. Rather, it becomes a single source of truth for everybody concerned. And by and large, it's paperless. So just imagine how much effort it frees up that can be used somewhere else. And you're being a little more imaginative. If you top it up with a smart contract that triggers an automatic payment after the deliverables are met, we estimate that our cash cycle will reduce to half. This is something that every finance leader in this room it's a dream come true for everybody.
You're trying to mix the artificial intelligence and Internet of Things also into it.
Absolutely. As I said in the beginning, that's where the real value is created through blockchain. There are use cases where blockchain works like independently standalone basis, but when it comes to business, we have to mix it up, and that's where the real value is. Yes, there is a real value.
Zeeshan, you want to add something?